Hello everybody, MTV. Today we're playing Metaphor ReFantazio. Gotta get up to the 9th. What day are we even on, man? What day are we even on? Hopefully the best day. Moved my whole thing over. I still gotta connect my controllers while that's opening. While it's loading up, I can do that. Through the Bluetooth, Joy-Con L, Joy-Con R, let's go. Connected. Both of them are. Okay. That's on stream. Yes, okay, so the whole thing's working. Let's get right into the game. Let's get to the 9th, you know? Because I want to see what happens next in FF6. I would have gotten further last night, but I ended up blocking my autosave playthrough. Like, I was put with 5 seconds left on an autosave that I could not do the thing in 5 seconds. Getting out of that crumbling house. Because I was looking for scorpions. So I have to go back like half an hour in the game to the earliest save before that. I've got to go and collect a bunch of fish again. But for now, let's do this. So we're going from the 4th to the 9th? Jesus. Yeah, it looks like it. 2704.
Good night.
That a novel there? Don't see
Yes, I
many
do
carrying
remember
those
this.
around. Bit of an odd question, but what's your real aim as a group?
Sorry, but
I wasn't really looking to swear myself to some superior. I only wanted not to be alienated for who and what I am. I just needed allies. Friends.
and from now on,
Perhaps our fates are bound somehow. If my boy was still alive, he'd be about your age. Though he'd look...
Yeah, I remember this too.
So,
time marches on.
There we go.
And the age of a new king draws nearer.
Okay, so yeah, we're going from the 5th to the 9th. Makes more sense. Excellent, we're all here. Today we explore the depths beneath the castle. Use caution as we both Morris and monsters to contend with. If you don't think we can handle this yet, we can go somewhere else and build up our strength first. We still have time to prepare if we need it. Indeed, I've only just been introduced to these new powers. Regardless, I leave the matter in your hands, Captain.
let's focus.
Apprehend the real kidnapper. The culprit behind the abductions must be found. It begins by finding the guardsman Morris, but I also need a mark for the exhibition. We must infiltrate Kriegant Castle. A mission with a deadline has begun. Meet up with your allies at Blindwell Alley to delve into Kragan's castle underground. Besides challenging the castle, you can also strengthen your party during the mission period by taking on requests in town or by improving your bonds with your followers. Storm the castle and apprehend the true culprit behind the kidnappings before the deadline
The search
passes.
begins.
Really?
There's something in that castle. We need to head over to Blindwell Alley. From there we can investigate what's going on at the castle. Today lots of stores have sales, so it might be a good idea to do some shopping. I have reportable quests.
More people missing.
I'm ready to accept the truth of the matter, no matter how ugly it is. More than anything, I'm begging you to save Martyra. I think I'm gonna do a round on the first day and then just play through after that. Unless something big happens, like if I finish the dungeon, then everybody will probably say something different.
What is it?
Heading out?
Oh, okay, so that's that way. I wasn't planning on going just yet, no.
Understood. Hey, listen.
Oh my days, they say there's nothing new under the sun, but here ye are, new faces to delight these old eyes. Have you come from another town? And in such turbulent times? Why, that's rare indeed. Are ye travelers? You must be shattered from such a journey. Won't ye take some of my homegrown veg back with you? What a sweet granny. Well, want to take the veggies? Hell yeah.
Yes.
That's right, no need to stand on ceremony now. Come along, follow me a moment. The old woman brought us vegetables from her home. These are the vegetables I've grown. They're fresh, so even raw they should be good and sweet. Go on, have a taste and see. Nice healthy appetites I see. I did well to grow these after all, didn't I? Aye. I'm not much for the kitchen or for housework, but I've a knack for the field. Ha, you must think me an odd duck for it, too.
Ooh.
Is that right? Well, I suppose that's how you young folk think nowadays. And that's wonderful. When I was a wee lass, I received quite the rashing for being a woman who could nae do housework. Jings, listen to me. Choop in a boot. You probably need to get on. Please, take some of my veggies with you. It's nae much, but I'd like ye to have them. I received fresh vegetables from the old woman. Rock beans. What? Thought I might use some of my veg to prepare something different for ye today. My cooking is nae much for entertaining. Hoo-hoo, please do use those veggies I gave you for yourself and your own home-cooked meals. There's so many conversations around me. I've rocked with the faces. It's because of that we got all these distinguished candidates coming to town. They're doing their little speeches, but they ought to take a look around. This town's got bigger concerns right now. Too right, we could be abducted at any time, yeah? Abducted. If they want support, try helping the town, eh? Exactly. There could be nobody left here by the time the next king's decided.
Stop that at once.
Hey, enough jokes. Take your own town safety a little more seriously, will you? You know Barden's hired someone to come help, and Lady Joanna's not just sitting on her hands either. The person Barden hired's a candidate too, yeah? It'd be nice if they weren't just coming here for self-promotion.
Ridiculous.
If I'm honest, I've given up hope about the whole situation. Saves me the disappointment later. The people here seem discouraged.
Hang on. Isn't that
I didn't even see how much I got.
Oh, any one of them will do. Hey!
So it's true, you went to take care of Heismay. I'm mighty impressed if you came back at all, but the kidnappings didn't stop, and General Barden's acting strange. What's happening here? Heard it all from the captain about you sticking around and helping us out a bit more. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. Lady Joanna's properly worried too. Please put a stop to these incidents, quick as you can. But Joanna's the problem. Forget it. It's probably not a good idea to bring that up now.
Stop!
Precautionary measures, you see? I'm sorry, but I can't let anyone through until the incidents are over, but that's just what the regulation says. I appreciate what you lot are doing. Here, I want you to have this. Hell yeah.
Oh, any one of them will do. Oh! You there!
Doesn't Barton seem a bit off to you lately, like he's wary of the other guards and of Cregan Castle? I've known him a long time and this isn't like him. What could be going on?
Even so.
What is going on in this castle? I suppose we're done with all pretense. Hey Cedric, let's settle this issue in the castle. What say you?
I see.
Well, let's prepare. We have what, 12 days?
An elder candidate? No. Must have gone back home.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking? I might not do it. I might not do the dungeon today. Like 12 days, I can use up the 4 days here. Like, I kind of... If I started earlier today than I would have. I wanted to start at like noon, but then I had to get a haircut. God, I had to do so much stuff today. And I want to get to Final Fantasy VI. I have 2 days off next week. Which means I could put the dungeon in those 2 days. And just do random stuff today. Which could be better.
People missing.
Ah, 'tis you.
We can hardly conquer the exhibition like this. We need a way to resolve this, and fast. Let us hear your strategy first. What will you do today?
I see.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna, like, do quests, right?
No. And what of it?
Oh, shoot.
Now,
With my overflowing imagination, I pitched some appealing ways one might benefit from having a future king in their debt. You, the future king, that's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, color me intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you a bit. Yes, I should like to hear more, and you want your item back, but I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
Then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these sorts are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then.
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words, once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
What should we do?
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
If there's
Hopefully
treasure
you'll find
involved,
your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus. The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
ooh. I need to find Malvino's ring Cuculus mentioned in the abandoned tomb. The informant at the tavern in Thoroughfare Square in Martyra should have more details.
I implore you.
Even in your gauntlet runner, it's a night's travel from Martyra. A bit far, but commensurate with your compensation, don't you think?
This place. Here's where we are now.
I'll be waiting.
Let's show Gallico what happened.
What do you want to know? You!
You! If you're planning on traveling, be sure to keep an eye on the weather. You'll quickly find yourself in quite the bind if you fight enemies without staying aware of your surroundings. Monsters become much stronger in bad weather. Skills that would have brought them to their knees normally won't even make them flinch when this happens. So you won't be able to exploit enemies' weaknesses in bad weather. Damn, but then again, fighting in such tough conditions should help us become stronger, right? Well, if anyone can handle it, it's you lot. If you want to plan your training around the weather, ask the fortune teller. Their forecast will cost you, however. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Oh, I bear good tidings.
If you've heard rumors about mountains of treasure, I think you'd best stay away. There's a treasure there, sure, but it's home to some strange monster as well. The one that poses the real danger in there is the treasure monster. That said, I can only guess at what it looks like. Apparently they'll put you to sleep. You're in for a real bad time if they attack you while you're snoozing. Rumor has it there are some accessories that can prevent falling asleep. They sell them at that dodgy Gloamhall shop over in Grand Trad. Also, the beast is said to be drawn to money. Some witnesses claim they were able to escape it by tossing coin at it. Now I've heard that somewhere out there are skills that use money. If you had some of those, the fight might go smoother. Lastly, it's called a treasure monster for a reason, as it's said that it carries some particularly desirable loot with it. If you get a chance, you should try stealing from it. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later. Okay.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
I like how you can just go anywhere from anywhere. Oh, that's sick. That's the first time I've tried doing it like that.
Oh, what a pity.
Got a minute?
Coordinate.
Talking nonsense, you are.
If some praise do not become king. Oh, thank you indeed.
What?
That black jewel necklace. Don't tell me you found a proper warrior to help you retrieve it. Of all the people, it had to be a worthless Elda. I've seen your face before. You're the youth who helped to restore order during the attack on the Great Cathedral. I apologize for my earlier behavior. The things I said, I can't even imagine what my wife would think if she heard me utter such discriminatory nonsense. Allow me to reminisce for but a moment. My wife was a researcher in the king's employ. She had such wit. We would talk for hours, endlessly discussing the country's future. She was kind and noble. Frankly, I never deserved her, and this necklace, it was the object of which she treasured most. Wow, I never would have guessed. I'm glad we were able to bring it back to you.
Thank you very much.
You have my deepest, most heartfelt thanks. Here, the reward I promised. Accept it as a gift from the both of us. Unfortunately, I'm running low on funds, so this is the best I can do. Forgive me.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
Courageous young Elda, I shan't forget your kindness for as long as I live. Now that I have this memento, I have some closure about my wife's fate. I should return to the countryside now. I bid you farewell.
Oh, thank you indeed.
All right then. Where to?
Let's go.
What do you want to know?
Now I can afford this.
Here's the real skinny.
Just between you and me, there's an unusual amount of monsters dwelling in the castle underground right now. Don't ask me how they got there or why. I don't know and I don't care to find out. Even in my line of work, there's some information that's not worth losing your life over. There's an entire menagerie of monsters down there right now, but the ones you really need to watch out for are the giant lizards and the wild hounds. The lizard-like beasts are a wily bunch. They lie in wait underwater and wait for people to turn their backs before they lunge out and attack. Meanwhile, the hounds will let out a piercing howl if they spot you, and the noise really fires up their little friends. Don't underestimate either of these threats. However, you can counter their tactics with some tricks of your own. You may be able to gain the upper hand if you can put them to sleep. Use this information as you will. What you do next is none of my business. At certain times, silence can be more valuable than gold. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information I just heard. I'll put it away so I can check it later.
Gone to shite, this has.
Galka says we should prioritize what that Cuculus guy has asked us to do. Okay, let's do it. That's what I wanted to do. Never mind.
Shite, this has.
Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Maybe later. Wait, what?
Mister.
Gone to shite, this has.
So what I want to do is I want to check my equipment.
All right then. Where to?
At Gloam Hall? You can only go to Gloam Hall at night.
More people missing. More people missing.
So I need my tolerance. Whoa, my tolerance low. This is tolerance. Find it rather remarkable you'd speak to me. With the recent incidents, I imagined you'd be a bit more cautious. You see, people reject what they do not understand. That is, they reject us. They push us and our foreign religion away. My word, you continue to surprise me. I must admit you piqued my interest. Well then, shall we go have a chat, a discussion on faith in the heart of the Sanctus town? A Mustari perspective on Sanctism. Learning more about the Mustari's thoughts on the matter may help us better support those in need, right? Want to spend some time listening to her?
Well,
yes. I'm pleased to hear it. Well then, let us go elsewhere to talk.
I see.
Have you been to Cregan Castle? If so, then you must have met the Sanctoress. So you already understand how deeply the state religion Sanctism is rooted in Martira's history. Yet we Mustari have a faith all our own, and as such we are scorned in this city. Though that would hardly be different elsewhere. Your religion, is it? In opposition to Sanctism somehow? For our part, we're happy to be left alone to practice our faith, but Sanctism does not appear to share this viewpoint.
That's...
The Mustari are persecuted here in Martira too? Somewhat, yes. I have heard it is more direct in places like Montario. Are you well versed in Sanctus dogma? O ye born with sin in your heart, through adherence to the faith ye must atone? The word clausure is an affirmation asking for forgiveness. In other words, entrust all your worries to God and ask for his forgiveness. Rather the perfect doctrine for controlling a population, isn't it? Heterodox faiths like ours are inconveniences not only on a religious level, but a national one as well. That's why you too ought to exercise caution. If you openly oppose Sanctism, who knows what could happen to you? Why, even the tournament itself is perhaps another of their measures to ensure our future oppression. I learned about the connection between Sanctism and the Mustari tribe. I feel improving my understanding of a different culture has increased my tolerance.
All right.
If it pleases you.
Do come speak to me again sometime, if that is, you have a further interest in the Mustari.
All right then. Let's head there right away. All right. Well then. Got it.
Shower every day.
All right then. Where to?
Gloam Hall.
Let's go. Say there.
Okay. So I want 4 of these. That's 40,000.
Now then.
How much magla do I have?
All right then.
Unstinking believer. Why, it's lovely out.
Oh, these guys are saying new things. I love these guys. Guards are on alert. Change of plans. No job tomorrow. Ah, bugger. How can we put food on the table at this rate? Maybe we ought to hit the igniter shop. Better not. That place screams trouble. Plus, all the security's still a mystery.
Now what am I to do? Looking to sell, are you?
Accumulators, the exchange. The head is as useless as his works. Use them however you see fit. Thanks to Brigida's merchant's rate, the exchange rate for mag is slightly increased.
Now what am I to do?
So I can buy that from Gloam Hall now.
It's lovely out.
Yeah? Yeah.
Unstinking
Why
believer.
don't I just tournament for the throne?
Why, it's lovely out.
Now what am I to do? Now what am I to do? Guess there's nothing to do. I'll be much obliged.
Why, it's lovely out.
Okay, let's go to Gloam Hall.
Hey there.
Yeah. Good.
Understood.
Okay, let's go.
All right then.
Oh wait, I should see if there's... Ooh. I need to increase my tolerance still, so I may as well do that. Greetings, Elder Boy. We don't see many of your tribe in the royal capital, though we're similar in that way. Have you heard of the Mustari tribe? We too are rarely seen in Grand Trad.
I see.
Of course, no, it's understandable. We rarely make ourselves known to the public after all, so then any interest in our history and why we live our lives secluded and oppressed, I'll share if you'd like to know. Mustari history. Learning more about them may help us better support those in need, right? Yes, let's talk with him. Glad to hear it. Let's go elsewhere to chat, shall we?
Well then.
Our tribe is called the Mustari. Perhaps the most obvious part of our culture is that we wear masks, just like the one I have on right now. Next thing you'll notice, we all have 3 eyes. 3 eyes? And that goes for every Mustari? What's it like to see for you all? Our third eye cannot see things. We see the world almost exactly as you do. However, the Mustari faith is vastly different from that of other tribes. We have our own unique faith, different from the state religion, Sanctism.
About that.
Do only Mustari practice this belief? That's correct. Normally, we cannot reveal our teachings to other tribes. Sanctism is a belief open to all. Perhaps that is why, at times, politics get involved and distort its doctrine. For that reason, we refrain from revealing our faith to everyone. It's our only means of keeping our doctrine the way it should be. That doesn't sound like the best solution, but I'm guessing it's complicated. Some try to spread our teachings outside the island, but things quickly grow complex and one must tread carefully. Other tribes have a tendency to jump to conclusions. That is why Sanctism has gathered many believers. And now we are scorned as the masked tribe. That is who we are, forever etched in our history. He taught me about the Mustari way of life. I feel learning more about their existence has improved my tolerance.
Pleased to hear it.
It may be worth telling you more. Next time I'll tell you about our basic doctrine if the chance comes.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
We must learn the truth of this matter. We cannot arrive at the exhibition without a head to our name. And we can't forget about Morris either. We need to find out why he's keeping monsters beneath the castle.
Somehow,
He claimed to be driven by greed, but that excuse rings hollow to my ears. There are undoubtedly larger motives behind these abductions. Well, we've got 11 days left before we leave Martira. Before that happens, we need to make Morris pay for what he's done.
We should hurry.
Oh my goodness, every single time that I sell all my Magla for money, the next day it's raining. I have to find the real culprit and I need to do it soon. Hey, I heard there's a new bounty at the recruitment center. We want to be as strong as we can to work on this case, so why not take a look? Yeah, let's go take a look. Who are you? Rain paired with a sand flash, that's going to make the kidnapper's job even easier. Ugh, I wish we could get a break. Weather like this always makes me glum, even in the best of times. It's raining, then I probably...
People missing.
Why did the kidnapper have to take her and not me? How am I supposed to live now without the person who was so precious to me? Jesus. Where is the...
More people missing.
Here's the bounty.
Take a look.
We don't have enough help with everything going on. No surprise there. Well, you taking a request? Alpha Rockworm Valmo, Monstrous Man-Eater. I need to slay the Alpha Rockworm Valmo in Man-Eater's Grotto, the cave southeast of Martira. The informant at the tavern in Thoroughfare Square, Martira.
What do you think of this?
cave a little ways from Martyra. A miner was eaten, so now the whole lot are fearing for their lives. Miners reminds me of Brius. The location's changed, but we're still helping out miners all the same. Okay, then we're going to help you out, right, Cedric? We'll do it. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. The location is southeast of Martyra, at a place now known as Man-Eater's Grotto. Camaro's on your way. You may want to pay a visit just to make sure you're stocked up for the journey. Counting on you. It's life or death for the region if even one industry goes out of business. It's not just ore that's found in that cave, but also precious gems that are sold at a premium. If you want to know more about the Valmo, just go ask the Martyra informant. Hate to put a reeve in their pocket,
Good hunting
though.
to you.
Bring me back the Alpha Rockworm Eye as proof of its defeat. I can't be handing out any rewards until you bring me that, so don't forget, alright?
Let's do it.
I need to slay the Alpha Rockworm Valmo in Man-Eater's Grotto, the cave southeast of Martyra. The informant at the tavern in Thoroughfare Square in Martyra should have more details.
Ooh.
This must be the place, Man-Eater's Grotto. What a chilling name.
And right there's a labyrinth.
That's it.
All right then.
Oh, I want to pet the cat.
I'm out of ideas.
Now, where was I?
So, you've acquired a
It
new
would
archetype.
indeed appear as though you've acquired a new archetype. I wholeheartedly encourage you to examine its abilities here.
Here, kitty.
Oh,
Oh. So you'll come again.
Probably. Come every day, don't I?
More people missing.
All right then. Where to?
Let's just go to the Gauntlet Runner.
let's go.
Boy!
Runner's in top form. If you have a destination in mind, just give me a shout.
Are we departing?
Let's go.
Now then.
What are we doing there again?
This is where Cuculus wanted us to find a ring for him, isn't it? I guess it's a tomb for some dead noble. Fun, wanna go? Let's go. I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him, but we do need to recover Grius' dagger. On the bright side, the rumors say the tomb robbers haven't picked the place clean. We may come away with more than just a ring.
It's your call.
We'll have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it back by tomorrow night? Just leave it to me, so long as you don't go dragging your feet, of course.
Let's be off.
And 'tis settled. I would behove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road.
Taking up the request of the man in Martyra, the Gauntlet Runner makes its way southwest of the town. The mysterious individual could very well become a source of new power, though they have yet to quite grasp that.
What to pick?
You see?
It is true for both training and true combat. For great exertion, one must replenish their strength. I can only carry so many dry caterpillars, I suppose. Still, regularly preparing and carrying your preferred foods is one solution.
Right. Well then.
Cool.
This is.
Hey,
I finished all of that.
hey. Hey. Really? Hey. Oh, hey!
Okay, let's go do some laundry.
This... Understood.
That's something that I can do after I've got all my other things up. Let's do courage. Courage with stroll. Oh. Archetypes, eh? And here I thought I was too old to learn any grand new powers. I suppose growth puts a spring in your step no matter your age. Plus, this gives me another discipline to improve alongside my sword arm.
Well,
I know I shouldn't overthink, but all this sitting around leaves me
Hey.
with little else to do. Sometimes best to clear your mind and focus on a single task. Want to hone our weapons? Yes.
So. Got a moment?
I think I'm getting ahead of myself here, but after things settle down, I'd like to live without the sword. I admire the idea of a world where monsters and senseless violence don't exist, where nothing is taken from you by others. That's why one day I want to restore my ruined hometown to its former glory, and not just mine, all the ruined hometowns.
Hey,
How about you? I shared my plan, let's hear yours. What'll you do when the fight's over? I want to help you. Are you serious? I'm a bit relieved to hear it, to tell you the truth. Fuck you. I've got to get stronger. Even if the village gets rebuilt, it's all for naught if it's attacked by monsters again. I want to be strong enough to rid this country of monsters, not leave it to a spineless army and its incompetent generals. They only have the power to kill those who oppose them. They have no desire to protect their people, just like Luis.
Look at that.
yeah.
I agree, but seeing the state of our country's army, I'm all the more glad you're our captain, truly. You've resolved to stand on the front line of our fight. So it's only right that you lead. Our fight, I say. I forced my way into your mission.
Hey,
I envy you sometimes, you know. To act with such conviction, how does one become so bold? I just do whatever.
what the?
Oh, you do not. Though I think the way you keep cool under pressure is what makes you so reliable. All this to say, I have faith in you. We've more battles ahead, and I'll be counting on you to get us through them. In the end, the king will be determined by what the people think of as justice. They're free to make their choices, but so is the one being chosen. I wonder who it'll end up being after all
Alright.
this. Anyway, this sword's shining like new. Let's finish this up. Caring for my weapon has fortified my will to fight as well as increased my courage. I spent some time with Stroll honing our weapons.
Hello, hello.
Oi, you lot, time to muster. We've got a runner headed our way. Yeah, I noticed that.
Why, that's Goddard.
God, that boorish runner has to be Goddard's Horizon Star. That firebrand thinks he can decimate our craft. Count on Eurus to know the other gauntlet runners by sight, but when he says decimate, that can't be a good thing, can it? Indeed, we mustn't allow him to damage His Highness's runner. Let's go.
You're young. Too young, in fact. A greenhorn like you is years, centuries from deserving a land runner. You'd be the rapscallions who crashed the opening ceremony. A young man like you, our kin. Ha! Laughable.
What's your problem?
The name's Goddard. The rightful heir to the
Goddard.
throne and the voice of the rogue tribe. Tax the young, bankroll the
The
elderly.
heir.
Those too old to work will know prosperity under my rule. You little jackanapes will kneel before your betters and elders. And if you will not, you will be made to kneel. Prepare yourselves!
We don't want your vision of a world built on callous sacrifice.
I'll use what I must.
Slash!
Critical hit.
I'll
Heisman
not
is a
lose
real
to
enemy.
your vanquished aliens!
I'll cut you down!
Cheeky
Coin
brat.
can solve problems of late.
Cheeky brat.
Okay. Yeah, I may as well use all the MP I can because it's all gonna get regenerated after this fight, right?
Take this!
Don't got anything else to do today.
Swordmaster! Cheeky
It's okay.
Merch it!
Hold on.
Except for you, I don't really have much money.
what comes. Fun.
Step aside, me! Ha! Die! What's in the...
Work on your aim, Heisman.
Suffer! Take this! With years
Oh, bless you.
Heisman, they cut your speed.
Swordmaster!
So be careful.
I'll cut you down!
Cheeky
I must
brat!
merge it. With healing power.
My thanks.
Helpful as ever.
Thank you. I've let justice prevail. Oh, shards of ice.
I'll
I'll use what I
lose to
must.
young rapscallions.
I show no mercy.
Cheeky brat!
Darn.
Take this!
Heisman, they cut your speed. So be careful.
Let's stay calm.
Merge it.
We can do this.
Quite a boon.
I owe you.
Twas needed. A mage. Burst forth.
Oh, you're weak to lightning. Cool, cool.
Die! Cheeky
In the... Are you prepared? I'll cut you down!
You whippersnappers need to learn respect for your elders. Who do you think kept this kingdom together after the war? This is our united! With years of
Blindsided.
wisdom.
Captain,
Is that stack?
With healing power.
My thanks.
Helpful as ever.
I'm obliged. It's mage. Oh, bolts of lightning.
Bird got them right in their weak spot.
Meddling! Slash! Metal holding! I saw that!
No holding back!
Heisman?
They die hard!
A blunder.
Take this!
Why does he keep going after Heisman?
Heisman, they cut your speed.
We can do
So be
this.
careful.
Much thanks.
I owe you.
Twas needed. Mage.
Meddling!
Burst forth.
Metal!
Bird got them right in their weak
Face me.
spot.
Die! Formidable inky.
I call upon royal power within!
Remember, we all grow old. The blade you hold to my throat will be at your own soon enough.
Nobody's trying to massacre the elderly, you old goats. We want equal happiness for all, young and old. God,
Yeah, why's it gotta be a
look,
fight?
we'll not kill you here. How's that for respecting our elders? But mark me, this will not happen again.
Far too naive. But I suppose that's the luxury of youth.
Polarity magnet. Still not top 20.
Spectacular.
Now, full speed ahead. No delays for us, not if I can help it.
The Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at an encampment as darkness overcomes the wilds. Nightfall, the time of hunting for monster kind. Even with the Gauntlet Runner, it is no time for travel. As monsters come more alive with every breath, the thirst for adventure is quenched.
All right then.
Memorandum? Godard. Godard Gunnell, a rogue candidate participating in the tournament, worked in demolition in the effort to rebuild Montario after its annexation. Having had the experience of being replaced by younger workers, he announced his candidacy and calls to create a pension system to help support the elderly. Though the elderly support his vision, he is received poorly by the young and is criticized for being partial to the long-living rogue tribe. His Gauntlet Runner, the Horizon Star, is a modest but high-performing vehicle that is as earnest and strong as its rider.
Hey,
So that's the wisdom. The more delicious the food, the more energy I have. I love a good fight after a good meal. I can cook, provided it's not too complex. Preparing your own meals is its own reward.
So,
Any news since we last talked? About the lost relic, I mean. Jolly rare finds, of course, so I don't expect you'd find one right away, but if you do chance upon one, let me know. It's for the good of the runner as well. It reminds me, there are clues about the relics in the journal in the engine room. Well, I'll be waiting, but I can't say I'll be holding my breath. I have a mountain of tasks on my own plate after all. You know, my boy, you've got a look on your face like you want to take care of the runner's reactor. How about it? Studying such complex machinery, why, I'm sure it will boost your observational powers by leaps and bounds. Probably. That is, indubitably. Yes, I do, but I want to take a look at the book. There's a book in the engine room. Apparently that I've never looked at. Oh, here. The code seems to have been deciphered even further. We may have a clue to a lost relic. Nearest his fine penmanship lines the page. According to the old man's research, one of the relics can be found southeast of Martira. If memory serves, that's where that dreadful, grotty, man-eating cave is supposed to be, it says. I should search for a relic in that grotty cave southeast of Martira.
hey,
All right. Where to?
Southeast. Oh, I want to... Wait, is this not tolerance? Is that not what I want? Why would I do the other things? Yeah, I want my tolerance to go up. We'll be facing great trials ahead. Might be good to get back to my old training methods from the Shadow Guard. Not while we're on the road, of course. Gotta keep my eyes up in case of an attack. Perhaps once we're back in civilization. Shadow Guard training. I should speak to him when we return to town. Have you a free moment? I'd like to make the most of our journey. I'm going to spend this time standing watch and keeping us safe. Care to join me? We might encounter enemies, but I bet waiting patiently for them would raise my tolerance. You may run into monsters. Are you prepared? I'll be careful. Indeed, glad to hear it. Been a while since I've done this. When I was in the Shadow Guard, my sharp hearing meant I was usually put on watch duty. At the time, most of my missions were confidential, the kind of thing that never becomes public knowledge. Even now, I can't go into any details, but I was desperate to protect something important to me. That's what it was all about. It's been difficult. Well, that was all a long time ago, now just another memory of my youth. Maybe I'm still a desperate man, but my heart feels lighter now than it was then. Perhaps the difference is in having comrades I can trust. We trust you too. 'Tis my honor. Perhaps if you do succeed, one day, if you do manage to build an ideal country of kindness to all, then I would protect that land with all that I have. I believe we two strive toward the same world. So I will gladly fight for it, not in secret like I did in the Shadow Guard, but as a true official knight. If it really is possible, nothing would make me happier. I believe in you.
That's true.
Thank you. Even if it's only a dream, your faith helps make it feel closer than ever. Is it thanks to you that I can speak so freely of such lofty ambitions? Had we never met, I'd never have considered any of this. I believe you have a talent for showing others the light, and I say that as one who fell deep into darkness. That's a rare quality. Hearing you say that gives me confidence, thank you. People of such character are few and far between. I shall rely on you all the more, Captain. I have rather dragged this conversation on, haven't I? It's a good thing I'll remain quiet out there. Wait, it is quiet no more. An enemy comes. Prepare yourself. This one's out of the ordinary. We'll defend our position to the end. Let us take our first steps towards a new dream. Oh.
Slash! Are you prepared? I'll cut you down!
Coin can...
Merchant!
hold on.
I stand, let justice prevail! Oh, mystic fire! Stay focused!
They're all counting on you!
Perhaps this suits me best. I leave it to you.
There they go!
The next one will fall just as easy.
If I say so myself.
We prevailed somehow. I decided to take a breather with Heisme.
Good grief.
Phew, they're off us, and that's just how we want it. All thanks to the Watchman, eh? The runner is safe, and we learned a valuable lesson in the process. Good experience, all told. You're welcome to come visit again if you'd like. But since my tolerance has increased from patiently standing guard with Heisme. Great, now I can talk to Maria.
Tolerance.
Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
What to pick?
I don't know what's going on.
Right. Got it. What's this?
Let's do some laundry.
Hey. Did you know? Hey.
I'm not gonna take a nap.
This? Understood.
Okay, let's wait. Hold on. Someone else's laundry's in here. I'll go get them and they can do laundry with us.
Now then.
You gotta keep the water at a consistent temperature to avoid staining the clothing. Why am I a master of laundry, you ask? Because my parents practically beat it into me. Any noble who can't wash his own clothes isn't worth the fabric he wears, or something to that effect. I had to learn all about different materials. In hindsight, I think they were trying to teach me not to take advantage of my title. Wisdom that still serves me to this day. More time that passes, the more I understand how great my parents were. I did laundry as Stroll extolled the virtues of clean clothes. With mind and body refreshed, I feel my max MP has increased. By 3, that's not weird. I also found some money in the washing machine. Must have gone mixed in with the laundry. Well, it's not mine, I don't think. Why don't you just hold on to it? Sweet. After drying everything thoroughly, we finished the laundry.
The party finally arrives at the abandoned tomb. It is said an affluent aristocrat is entombed here. However, if true, his only visitors these days are tomb robbers, seeking his wealth. Are the rare blades and shimmering jewelry merely a trap to draw in more victims? Or something else entirely?
Now then.
Well, we're here, though I'm not too keen on this being the place we're exploring. We're here for a mission, not to seek amusement. This is where we search for the ring, yes? That's right. The sooner we find that ring, the sooner we get Grievous' dagger back. Although, where do we even start? It has a history, no? I expect it won't be simply left lying in the dust. We won't know until we head further in. I sense signs of monsters, so be careful. We may find some other nice treasure in these nobles' graves. I don't love grave robbing, so I'll think of it as recycling. 'Tis well we look for useful items, but let us not stray too far. We are returning to town by nightfall. Alright, Cedric, lead the way. Abandoned tomb, a tomb close by Martira. In the days when Martira was a major stopping point on the route from Grand Trad to Oceania, the presiding noble family was at the height of their prosperity and so ordered the building of a grand crypt befitting their status. However, Martira gradually declined in influence and the nobles' descendants passed into obscurity. The long-abandoned tomb is now a den of monsters.
Now then.
I hope rumors of treasure haven't drawn too many to such a place. In any case, let's search for that ring. All set? I'm ready at any time. I'm not keen on grave robbing, but the situation cannot be helped. We know not what to expect here, so be on your guard. I've already finished preparing, just give the word. We had to camp overnight for our journey here. 'Twould be remiss to return home with naught to show for it. I'm at the ready and prepared for battle at any time.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Hey.
Gallica, do you have any idea where this ring we're after might be? I'll check, but I don't think I'll see anything. Nope, no good. Can't tell where it is at all, but on the bright side, there's a lot of treasure chests here, and there's someone there.
Ooh.
Oh, that's some great news. Now that we know, we can scour every... Do recall that our objective here is finding this
Right.
ring. I'll bear that in mind. Cedric, lead the way, if you would.
Hail!
I'd rather not make camp in the tomb.
Everything's pretty standard.
Now what am I to do?
That wall feels off, but it won't budge when I give it a push or if I try pulling on it. Is it just a regular wall?
That's...
Someone's really captivated by that wall, huh? Oh, this wall. Yes, this is strange. This wall's kind of got a weird pattern on it. I can hear sound coming from the other side. There may be a room behind it. Then is this a door? How do we open it? My gut says that this is a door, but I can't figure out how we're supposed to open it. I don't think there's a spell involved, so maybe a key. The map's telling me that that's a room as well.
No.
It seems we've fallen for a trap. Oh man, oh no.
This stupid thing pulled a fast one on us?
It's over!
Critical hit!
I can't afford to hold back.
Coin.
Oh man.
Observe.
Let us clean up the... Engage! A blunder.
This music is amazing.
Hold on.
We need to figure out their affinities first. Wish we knew their affinities. Only one way to find out.
Moving to the rear. Time to go
Let's
offensive.
trash 'em.
I'll cut you down.
Nice hit. That was perfect.
Slash!
Freeze! Still standing, I see.
Die!
A critical hit. Drives me for
Tougher
real
than I
ace.
thought.
Good. A clean victory.
I think I'm not sure.
All right.
We're so lucky.
What now?
Sometimes life gets in the way. Oh shit. I don't know. The thing is, I work too much, so I should just focus on Final Fantasy. I'm sorry about that. I think that's the end of my Metaphor ReFantazio playthrough. I tried it, but oh my goodness. It's not making me happy. The Final Fantasy is. I really like what I'm doing there. But, yeah. It's too much. It's much too much. I'll be back in a couple hours with Final Fantasy VI. I'm sorry. This is a gigantic game, and I'm trying to do a gigantic series, and if I put the focus on that, on the other thing, I don't want to do this game every day. So I was like, oh, maybe if I have days off, but then today I wasn't able to do anything until like I need to start way earlier, but I had so much to do today. And yeah, I really should be taking my days off to do other things other than play. Yeah, yeah. There's a good reason for days off, and that's that you can actually do shit. I'm sorry. So I'm never going to finish a real-time playthrough of this, but I might come back to this game. That sucks. Oh well, from now on I'm just focusing on Final Fantasy. I want to be as happy as I can be. And this probably would be making me happy if it was the only one, but it's like, oh, I've got other shit I need. I need to take care of myself. And I want to play Final Fantasy.